Welcome back. In previous video we learned to calculate the stock sold out of business, for which we created three tables. First table what we created is the order table. Order table is a table which help us to keep the records that what order is given to us in the business, so that for that order we sell the stock. The second table is order detail table, which keep the details of order given to the business. And as you know that order is given to the business by a customer, so we have created a table named customer T, so that the customer details record should be keep with the business for the further needs. So in a similar way, we are creating three tables here to calculate the stock purchase in the business, that is purchase table, purchase detail table, and we are making the purchase from some supplier, so we will create the details of supplier table. And as we have calculated in previous table stock out, that is the query we have created so that we can calculate the total amount of stock sold out of the business using a query. In a similar way, we will create a stock in query so that we can calculate the total amount of purchase of stock made in a business. So as we have created the customer T table, similarly we have created the supplier table. I name it as a supplier, and you can go to the design of the table. I have created a supplier table with supplier ID, supplier name, address, city, contact number and email number, what I needed here, and I have added some data in it. So you can just make some more entries like country, city, pin code, or according to your business name. So I have just created it. I just want to create a simple form for it, so I just create a form for that. So my supplier form is already being created, as I have created a customer form. And if you can want to create according to your own design, so you can go to and create a blank form and design it according to your own will. As I know that supplier table is already being created, I just name it as a supplier F. And now as I have given an order to the supplier that I want to, request to the supplier, so I just created a purchase table. I told the supplier that I need this and this amount of the thing for my business. So as you know that when we are creating the order table, we have created a field name is paid. That is, the amount is considered to be sold only and only in the case if the amount is paid to us, that is we receive the amount of sales to being made. And when we consider the stock to be get purchased, we consider stock to be purchased only and only in the case I receive that material, goods or stock in my premises. So one of the most important rule for the calculation of stock is considered to be purchased if consignment is received, that is material is being delivered. So when I place any order, I just give any purchase order to my supplier, and supplier supply the material, goods or stock to my premises. I receive the consignment, then only I consider the stock to be purchased, and then only we are going to calculate the stock on the basis of consignment received. It may be possible that I make in a purchase order, I just give the supplier order that I want this and this amount, but it is not being received by my premises, so I cannot use in the calculation of stock. So stock is calculated only in the condition then I receive the consignment. So let us go and do it. So I just go and create an order table. So I have already created a table name order T, purchase T. So purchase T I have created. So you can see the design view. I have a purchase ID which is in a short text. product ID, which is a short text, and supplier ID, date of purchase, and is received. I just mention it is received as a yes or no. That is, when my supply is received, then I consider it yes, and if it is not received, I consider it as a no, and the purchase is considered only if the is received amount is yes. So for that, I just created this table named purchase T, and I make some entries here. You can see it. And as I have mentioned that purchase, what I have purchased, I want to know that what quantity and price of the product is, for which I created a table named purchase detail table. So I created a table named purchase detail table, and its design view is like that. Purchase detail ID, which is an order number, purchase ID, product name, product quantity, and product price. So we have completed with the design of the table, and in this table also I have just entered some values. So you can enter also some values according to your business needs. So now what I am going to do, I just want to create the product purchase form and purchase detail form. And as you know that we have in previous video created an order form, and I just want the design of order form and order detail form as it is like this. So you can see that I have created an order form, and in a sub form I created an order detail form. I want to keep the design as it is, so I just do one thing. I do not explain it again and again. I just copy it, I place it, paste it. So I just name it as a purchase F. I just name it. I open this form. Right now you can see I just right click and go to the property sheet, design view. I do not need this for sub form right now, so I just delete it. I just delete this sub form. Yes. Then here you can see I just want to change the label. I just add here as a purchase ID, supplier ID, and whatever the design labels you have in your table, I just made it date of purchase, is paid, I just delete it, and product ID I keep it as such. I just go to the properties, form properties, and I just on data link it to the my purchase table. Now here order ID, I just link order ID to the purchase ID. Customer ID, I just link it to supplier ID. Date of order is changed to date of purchase. Product ID is here. I just go to add existing field and I add here is received. I just make these changes here so that my product form design is same as it is as of order form is. I just have to change the link control source of the form. Now we have completed with the design of purchase form, and as you know that purchase form is similar what my order form is, and order form has a sub form name order detail form. So product form also need a product detail table. So what I will do, I just right click my order detail form, copy it and paste it, and I name it as a purchase detail F. Okay, so my purchase detail form, I just click my product detail form and I see that product detail form display the detail of order detail because this form is right now linked to the order detail table. So I just first go to my design view and link this table to my purchase detail table. As I have linked already the form to the purchase detail table, it is now need to change the source control of all the text boxes to the purchase detail. So I first change product name to the purchase detail product name, product quantity to the purchase detail product quantity, product price to the purchase detail product price. This total column, I just go here and change it as a price of purchase quantity into price of purchase price, and I press OK. This button also I change it to sum of purchase quantity into purchase price, enter, OK. And here is, instead of order ID, I need purchase detail ID, and purchase order ID I need purchase ID. So I have completed with the design of my purchase. Now I just go to the form view and the total complete details are here of purchase detail form. I want to save this form, so I just save it. Now I open purchase form. In purchase form, go to the design view and I will put the subcontrol subform here and place it here. This subform I want to use purchase detail form and show the purchase detail for each record in purchase tree using purchase ID. Next, finish. My purchase detail form is linked. I can go to my form view and you can see the links and details here. All the details are shown over here. We have completed with the design of form and table, and now it's time to come to calculate the total amount of stock received in a business, for which we will go and create the query. So we first go to create and just click on query design, and we have to create the query between purchase and purchase detail table. So here the purchase ID is a common field, and we need that all the records of purchase T and all the records from purchase detail table where join fields are equal will display. So we just set up the join properties and click OK. Here we need a table named purchase T, where we need the amount should be is received true. That is, we calculate the stock only if the condition of our receivable is true. That if the consignment received in the business, then only we are going to calculate the stock, and if consignment is not received, we will not consider the stock as a purchase stock. Then we need purchase detail table, and here we will take the product ID. Then from the purchase detail table, we will need another field name, product name. Then from purchase detail table, we need the product quantity. So we just take these three fields and we run up there. So what we get? We get the display of all the product ID, which quantity is received by our premises, and the product name and purchase quantity. But there is one thing, that chair is repeating twice and we want the sum up amount of the chair purchased. It may be possible that it may be purchased from 10 different vendors. So what we will do, we just go to the design view and we just click on the totals aggregate functions, and instead of group by we will write here sum and we will run the query. You can see that chair is total 30, table is total 30. So this is where how we have calculated stock in and stock out. Now this time that we will calculate the total stock of our organization, that is total current stock plus stock in minus stock out, which will be seen in our next video.